Hello everyone, this is Mike's Toontown, and I have a very big announcement, a huge announcement, in fact. It relates to Cartoony gameplay, and, let's just say it's, I just trying to gather my thoughts here. The fact that it's actually happening now. Okay, you know what, I shouldn't even say anything, because I actually have a trailer prepared for you guys, because I think that was the best way to reveal this. So, before I show you the trailer, I must leave you with this one question. What's the one thing I've always wanted to do for Cartoony gameplay?
There's more?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The wait is over. DS and 3DS games are finally eligible for Cartoony gameplay. It's been a long time coming. For the past 5 years, I've been saying, man, I'd love to do DS games. And I've always flip-flopped on which way I'd go about it. Like, you know, emulation or, like, you know, injected Wii U Virtual Console. But, you know, both of those have a lot of pros and cons. But at the end of the day, it wouldn't be the same, and plus I just didn't feel comfortable doing it like that. I wanted the real deal. I wanted to do it on the hardware, but the only way to do that is to either buy a whole new system with the hardware already installed, or send my console away to get it worked on, which is what I did. And, yes, I have all grounds in terms of DS. I can play DS games, I can play, like, DSiWare games, I can play 3DS games. Even Virtual Console games on the 3DS I can play. Yeah, I get the whole shebang. And none of this would be possible, of course, if it weren't for Kozix on eBay. This fella did a fantastic job. He has a service on eBay where you send in your 3DS, and he installs a capture card to it. Very expensive, though, I will say that. He also is in Australia, so you can imagine what the cost was to ship it out. Definitely over the $500 range, so yeah, I'd say this is the most, the biggest commitment I've ever made to this channel, but I'd say it was very well worth it, and plus the whole shipping cost wasn't really his problem, it wasn't his fault. I suppose the amount for the service itself, again, has something to do with that shipping it back, but, yeah, he did a great job. He was super open to questions. He was very responsive. He was generous enough to let me know when he got the console, and when he finished it, he actually sent me photos of the finished product. I didn't even ask him to do that. He just did it, and I was very thankful of that. It made me feel it made me feel a lot more confident in this, that he was serious of his work, and he really is. And I even asked him, hey, could you mark the package as fragile? And, he did that. He did that too. And he also made sure that it was perfectly wrapped. It came with a cable to plug it into the computer. It came with instructions on, like, what software to download and what drivers to install. So yeah, he hooked me up basically. And thanks to him, I can now play DS and 3DS games. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for the first one. Still have to figure that out. I have a couple of ideas. There'll probably be some one-offs, obviously. I am gonna wait until next year, of course, just because, like, to build suspense, if you will. And I want to point out that some of the games you saw in that trailer, not all of them are on the table. I just did as many games as I had, just to, like, show off that what this thing could do. So sure, some of you may have noticed that the DS footage might have been a bit blurry. That's just because the 3DS does that. There is a pixel perfect mode, which I completely forgot about, so I'll have to remember that for when I do DS games again, especially if it's just the top screen. Also, the layouts for certain games you saw there may not be accurate to how they will end up being when I cover them, or if I cover them. Most of them, though, I'd say it's probably going to be the way you saw them, like, top and bottom screen. I don't know, I just think that's the right way to show it, but I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. I've been trying to rebuy a lot of the DS games that I used to have as a kid, so yeah, I get excited. I know there wasn't a lot of 3DS games, but that's because I just don't really have that many, so this will definitely encourage me to buy more. It's already worked with DS, so I have a couple of 3DS games that I've had on the mind, so there you go. But yeah, with all this said, thank you all for watching. I hope you're excited. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on social media. I have links to those down in the description below. And as a way to end the video, please enjoy Patchy the Pirate talking about the 3DS.
The tap. Just tap the stylus on the Nintendo 3DS touchscreen, me bucko, and you can select objects and other fascinating interactions. The draw. Ahoy, mateys! Use that there stylus thingy, and you can draw or color in pictures on the screen. The drag. Drag ye old stylus against the Nintendo 3DS touchscreen, and you can select specific objects to interact with in this here game. The flick. Shiver me timbers, touch the stylus against the Nintendo 3DS touchscreen and make a flicking motion, sort of like when you're shooing potty away. Go on, get out of here, go, like that. You can also tilt and shake the Nintendo 3DS to play this here game, just like a true buccaneer. Go ahead, give her a shake, you know you want to. The hold. Avast there, me hearties. You can tap and hold your stylus against the Nintendo 3DS touchscreen. I like to press very softly. Get in touch with my delicate side. Arr. The circle pad. Ahoy there, lads and lassies. Use the old circle pad to play the game like a true sailor.